Paris Saint-Germain boss Luis Enrique has slammed Kylian Mbappe despite seeing his superstar striker score a hat-trick. Mbappe hit all three as PSG powered past dreams with a 3-0 win to move a point clear of Nice at the top of the Ligue 1 table. Mbappe, who took his Ligue 1 tally to 13 for the season, was too much of a handful for the Reims defense, who could do little to prevent the Français from confirming all 3 points for the reigning champions. However, manager Enrique still wasn't happy, fueling speculation this could be Mbappe's last season in the French capital amid continued interest from Real Madrid. The former Spain manager said, "I'm not really happy with Kylian today." More news from Kylian Mbappe. Real Madrid have regularly been linked with France and PSG striker Kylian Mbappe, but the Spanish club have strongly denied they are already talking to the player. Real Madrid have released an explosive statement denying they have started transfer negotiations with Kylian Mbappe. Real have regularly been linked with the France and Paris Saint-Germain superstar in recent seasons. Mbappe's PSG contract expires at the end of this season, and the Bernabeu is widely regarded as his most likely destination next season. However, Los Blancos have been moved to strongly deny they are already talking to the World Cup winner. A statement from the La Liga giants, released on Saturday afternoon, read, "Given the information recently issued and published by different media outlets, in which there is speculation about alleged negotiations between the player Kylian Mbappe and our club, Real Madrid CF would like to state that this information is completely false and that no such negotiations have taken place with a player who belongs to PSG." PSG accepted a world record £258 million bid from Saudi Arabian side Al Hilal earlier in the summer, but Mbappe turned down the offer. With his contract ticking down, that led to a standoff between club and player, with Mbappe barred from first-team training for a period. However, a thawing of relations led to Mbappe returning to the fold. Amid links, the 24-year-old forward was even ready to extend his contract with the club beyond next summer. Changing news to Liverpool. Mohamed Salah creates Liverpool history in Brentford win. Liverpool attacker Mohamed Salah wrote another chapter of Anfield history with his brace in the Reds' 3-0 Premier League win over Brentford on Saturday. Jurgen Klopp's side had to right a few wrongs in front of the home crowd, having been held to a 1-1 draw versus Luton Town before losing to Toulouse in Thursday's Europa League tie. Fresh injury concerns to Ibrahima Konate and Joe Gomez did the Reds no favors, while all of Salah, Darwin Núñez, Diogo Jota, Dominic Szoboszlai and Cody Gakpo started in an attack-minded 11. Both sides spurned chances to break the deadlock early doors, as Núñez saw 2 strikes ruled out for offside while Brian Bumo's dinked effort failed to get the better of Alisson Becker. However, 6 minutes before the halftime whistle blew, Núñez turned provider to pick out the run of Salah in the right channel, and the Egyptian winger calmly found the far corner to propel Liverpool into the lead. With his opening strike, Salah became the first Liverpool player in history to score in the opening 6 home games of a new season, having also struck against West Ham United, Bournemouth, Everton, Nottingham Forest and Aston Villa. The ex-Chelsea man has also registered a goal or assist in 15 successive Premier League games at Anfield, and things would get better for Salah in the second period, as he doubled the hosts' advantage with 62 minutes gone. Kostas Tsimikas managed to keep the ball alive on the left, and Salah was left unmarked in the right-hand side of the box to casually head in his 200th goal in English football. Salah's double century began with a pair of goals during his underwhelming period at Chelsea, and the 31-year-old has since totaled a whopping 198 in English football for Klopp's side, who did not rest on their laurels after going 2 goals up. Tsimikas' second assist of the afternoon arrived in the 74th minute, as the Greek left-back laid off Jota on the left-hand side of the box, and the Portugal international cut inside before unleashing a rocket into the far corner. Virgil van Dijk and Alisson were required to make a couple of crucial defensive contributions in the dying embers, but Klopp's side clung on for a routine win, their 9th from 9 home games at the start of the 2023-24 season. With the Reds netting multiple goals on Saturday, they have also equaled a club record of winning 9 successive home games in all competitions while scoring at least twice on each occasion. The only previous Liverpool team to achieve that feat were Bob Paisley's 1980 side, and the Reds will be expected to extend that sequence into the double figures when LASK Linz head to Anfield on November 30th. Prior to that Europa League tie, Liverpool meet Manchester City at the Etihad following the international break, having gone level on points with the champions while leapfrogging Arsenal and Tottenham Hotspur with Saturday's triumph. Changing news to Chelsea. Mauricio Pochettino explains Levi Colwill absence for Chelsea as England injury concerns grow. Levi Colwill has been ruled out of Chelsea's clash against Manchester City with a shoulder injury. The defender had started every Premier League game so far this season under Mauricio Pochettino, many of those at left back as he has impressed for the Blues. However, Colwill is not involved as Chelsea hosts City at Stamford Bridge, with Pochettino confirmed that the 20-year-old has picked up a minor shoulder issue. In his absence, Marc Cucurella starts at left back in the only change from the side that beat Tottenham in an epic derby in North London. Colwill has been named in the England squad for upcoming matches against Malta and North Macedonia, and it remains to be seen whether he will still feature for the Three Lions in those two games. It would be another injury issue for Gareth Southgate to deal with after James Maddison and Callum Wilson have already had to withdraw from international duty. Jude Bellingham is also a major doubt, with Real Madrid boss Carlo Ancelotti insisting that the midfielder can't play as he battles a shoulder injury. Colwill was one of two Chelsea players named in the initial squad, along with Conor Gallagher, but there was no place for Raheem Sterling or Cole Palmer, despite both being in impressive form for the Blues. Reece James, meanwhile, made himself unavailable after his return from a hamstring injury. "I was hoping to call up Reece," Southgate said. "He doesn't feel he is quite ready. I understand that. He's had a long path back from a number of injuries, so he's a little bit cautious in that respect, but I can understand why. There is a lot of competition at fullback and that's the risk. He's only got one more squad before the Euros. So he knows that. We've got belief in what he can do." Changing the news. Cristiano Ronaldo, Al Nassr's Portuguese star, once again demonstrated his eye for goals in his team's 1-3 victory against Al Wahda. The player scored his team's third goal, taking advantage of a sequence of errors by the opposing team. The decisive moment occurred after a double error by the Al Wahda team. Initially, an error in releasing the ball in the defensive zone created an unexpected opportunity. This was followed by a poorly calculated delay on the part of Al Wahda's defense, which ended up acting as a perfect assist for Ronaldo. Timely as always, CR7 didn't waste the chance and scored the goal with his characteristic efficiency. This goal is yet another example of Ronaldo's ability to capitalize on any opportunity, reinforcing his reputation as one of the best finishers in the world. The video of the goal quickly went viral, with football fans and admirers celebrating yet another brilliant moment in the Portuguese player's career. Before, Alex Telles had scored the great goal that opened the scoring with a direct free kick. That's today's news. Thanks for watching the video. Press the thumbs up button, subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you in the next video.